Hi friends, this is Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex Offers for analyzing the major currency pairs as well as gold, silver, copper, crude, Bitcoin. So before we get into this analysis using Elliott wave theory, this is my disclaimer. Read carefully each and every line what I have written. So finally, I am not responsible for any losses if you took the trade according to my trade plans explaining here. So let's move on to first DXY. So what we expected in that correction the next week, so it's doing here. So what I expected and what we discussed in the last week, it could be the third wave here and fourth wave and one more fifth wave is ahead. And I have already informed that whether this is the third wave, it could be the end here and the fourth wave here, and it could be the third wave ended here, means we are in that bigger fourth wave of this Roman letter. So it is doing like that only. So now we are in that fourth wave still, and it is not yet completed, seems like that. So in that smaller time frame, it looks like 1A BC is got completed here. That means a 5-wave structure, and this is a 3-wave structure, and here it looks like a 5-wave structure is got completed. So whether this fourth wave is already got completed here or it is still ahead because of this speech in that Ellen and some fundamental users, and it shoot to the high, and later onwards the 3-wave structure is dead. After that it seems like a correction it's going on, or it is that the started of the impulsive wave. So we can't identify here, we can't come to the conclusion here whether it could shoot from here itself and then this will become a 1, 2, and here is a 2. So these are the intermediate wave of the fifth wave to reach the target of 97.8. Within this it can reach like this. So then this will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for example, it may do like this, and then it will reach this zone. So then this will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this one, this is the 2, this is the 3, 4, 5. And once this 5s got completed, then this bigger one, and this is the bigger 2 are here, and we are in the third wave. It's completed here. Later onwards, the bigger fourth can play here. So once it reached that 97.5 to 98.2 something, we are expecting the bigger correction is ahead in behalf of that fourth wave. This second, third, and fourth wave. So this is my plan for the coming weeks also. So in the shorter time frame, if it is still, it is not at the fourth wave is not yet completed. If it is in that formation of irregular flat, or it could be a triangle, it can be like that also. Whether if it is not the end of this fourth, so it can do like such a thing, and it can break this also, or may not. And later onwards it will become, if it is not broken and it is bouncing from here, it can be a triangle, and later onwards one more high is also possible for the fifth wave. So it can be do anything. And here once if we kept this as an what we expected, and it is already broken this high, so sometimes what it will do here is some fundamental users came and it is going through what we expected, and immediately it will turn like this thing. So then this will be in that irregular flat formation of running flat in the fourth wave, and one more fifth wave is also possible. So here if anything is valid, but this is the invalidation point for this zone. Or it could be, again we have to change here, because this wave 1 and this could be that invalidation point for this fourth wave. And we will move on to that Euro USD. That same thing I have explained the previous week. So this is the end of the third, this is the end of the fourth, and the fifth is got ended, and now the third wave is already completed here itself, and we are in that fourth wave. So now here it's looking like the same thing what I have explained in the DXY, right? So the 5-way, it seems like 5-way structure it's got completed and we are in the correction. So whether it is going to break this and later onwards one more high is also possible to break this as a regular flat in the B wave, or it could do, it can break like such a thing and one more down, afterwards one more high is also possible to break this. So this is the formation of the irregular flat formation and one more high. So this fourth wave may be completed in this zone what I expected. And here also the perfect this channel trend line, the wedge formation where it broken, it is already retested and again we are getting the rejections here. So now beyond the fourth wave and the invalidation point is here S, this is the one is this invalidation point. And in the bigger picture 1 2, so we are in that this third intermediate third wave. Once 1 2 3 4 is completed here and the bigger fifth is going to break this low. So that is my view for 1 2 3 4 and later onwards bigger 3 impact and one thing. So this will become third, so fourth and fifth. So the 5-wave structure has to complete to break this, to complete the whole correction. Whether it is going to break this or this, that is a question mark here. If I kept this as a Y, this is the X, so this is the A, B, C means need to break this one. Otherwise, if something else, this is the new impulsive wave, start of the new impulsive wave, and this is the A, this is the B, and the C can break only this one, not this one. So we have to book the profit once it break this low. Then you have to take a charge for whether you have to again accumulate. If you buying from this zone, book the profit in the short side, and if you are buying the fresh buy, it can break this also. And later also I'm expecting the bounce for that fully the correction part is completed and this kind of impulsive wave can happen here. So the finally this 2008 to 2022 in the thing is nearly 14 years of that one correction is got completed, means it will shoot like such a kind of impulsive wave from here. So it is getting ready, that's it. I'm not saying whether it is has to break this one, but it has to break. But when? From this wave, or it could be something complex correction, means again it will break this and then only it will do. So like Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, AN. If you took, it's nearly, it's going on 5 years and still it isn't going on. So like that it can be happen. So next we will move on to GBP USD. So here, and I have updated my one view, so it is still valid as of now. So the bigger one, bigger 2, and 3 is smaller than the bigger one, so that means I am expecting the wedge formation here. So once the 4 is got completed, again I am expecting the 5th wave is got completed here, means within this zone. So it should be smaller than the 3rd wave, the 5th wave. So once this wave is got completed, 1 2 3, so 4 and 5. So once this 5 waves got structure is got completed, means that could be the A and later onwards B and one more C to break this one. So still we are in that. I think in 2022 we may complete this correction in GBP USD. I think so. So I think you got my view here. So whether this is a or1, this is a B or 2, and we are in the 3rd wave to complete. We didn't know whether this is a A, B, C is, it is going to make a W, and X, whether it is a smaller X or it could be a bigger than this also what we expected. And the broken zone may again retested. After that, if it is a W, this is the X, means again one more ABC to be to break this 1.14. So let's wait for this to complete in that GBP USD. And one more, what, because from here I expected that three-way structure, if it is a wave 1, and I'm expected such a kind of three-way structure at 1.36. That is what I have mentioned here, I think so. So I did mention here, yeah, this is already updated, right? So in the previous I expected this zone to reach for 1, and this could the 2, and I'm expecting the third way to, but again it is graining, keep on lowering, and it looks like a wedge formation. So I got on this idea whether this is the third wave and we are on the fourth wave. If it's got completed, and the one more fifth wave is to complete at 1.3, the major support zone of the GBP. So once it got completed, the fourth and fifth can do. Otherwise, if the 5-way structure is got completed here itself in the formation of the wedge in the C wave, so A, B, and C, so that will become W. So the connecting wave later onwards, this kind of three-way structures can happen here. So next we will move on to USD CAD. So USD CAD is a major resistance zone, it's arrived. So what I expecting here is that 5-way impulse got completed here. Later onwards 1, 2, 3, it's already got completed, and it is not able to mark this as a labeling here. It's a very tough one. So what we can expect here is either this could be the connecting wave, later on one more three-way structures can break this low, later onwards one more high to the what my target is 1.34, like that it can reach. Otherwise the next possibility here is it can break the previous high also. Later onwards I am expecting this kind of formation, this wave can happen here, and one more high is also possible. But apart from this, if it reached this zone nearly 1.15, if it is going to reach here, for example, so this is a very difficult one to predict. So if we predict like such a thing, it can be like such a aggressive to break this low also. So I informed that the if this is the A, this is the B, and C means once it reaches this zone 1.23 or 1.33, like such a kind of wave pattern, so that will be cautious. There is a chances for making another three-way structures to reach 1 point here. Maybe this because this ABC is a A, ABC is a B, and that C, and we are in the connecting wave. So the connecting wave I'm expecting a little bit bigger, but it could be a small also. Then this will become WX and ABC to reach this zone. It's nearly 1.12. So this will become a connecting wave, and Y can be a the same kind of structure here, the same length, maybe 786 here, the 1.12 I'm expecting. So this could be the, that is why this is the stop loss for this. Otherwise it can do like such a thing, and if you are not placing the stop loss, it can reach the 1.12 also. And at that time what I'm expecting, the crude can reach up to that 110 also. But if the dollars is getting strength, means it can go such a kind of pattern only what I'm expecting. So it can reach up to 1.36 also, or it can be a little bit, because why I'm talking about here is if the CAD is strength than USD, it can do such a thing. Otherwise both are equal, means it can be overlapping price action here, and it will reach the 1.33 or 1.34 or 1.36 also. It can be a possible if it is dollar is strength than the CAD. Otherwise if it is only the CAD is strengthened on all the currencies, it will reach here. Then the CAD is the most strong currencies, and it can be ahead of all the pairs. Then all the pairs of New Zealand CAD JPY, it can shoot anything. What we expect, the New Zealand CAD to the downside and the CAD JPY to the upper side. So it's all belongs to the USD CAD, how it behaves here. So this is my view, and USD JPY. So I already informed that I have closed my 75% of my position at 15.3. Exactly, it is doing the same. And how we discussed about the previous plan is either 1, 2, 3, and this could be the fourth and fifth way. One more high is also possible, but it is struggling here. But in that one hard chart, it looks like the 5-way is got completed, or it could be a 3-way structure. The complete 5-way structure is got completed, and the 5 ways also it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after that it's bounced, and later onwards this is the 3-way structure, and after this is a 3-way structure, and after this the impulsive way to the downside, but it is not yet broken this. So that means it's a still valid the 4th way, and 5th way can shoot from here also. We can make it this as a stop loss, and you can write this for that 5th wave to reach at the 15.6 if it is this is the end of the 3rd wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Otherwise, what our previous plan, and we have already discussed this, whether this could be the 4th wave end, 5th means this is the end of the 3rd wave, and we are in that bigger 4th wave. So it could be one more high is also possible from here. That is what I have mentioned here. It could be one more 3-way structure. After this it can reach to this zone of 111.5 or 110.8, sorry, yeah, 110.8, and later on once the 4th way is got completed, or 5th way is ahead. So it could be anything here. So all the parts, it should be a question mark how to trade. That it's depends upon this price action here. And what I did here is, again I accumulated according to my trade plan. Again I see I am waiting for 113. I already said I already accumulated my what I kept that 75%, right? I booked the profit nearly, again the 25% I accumulated. So wait for this. If it did like such a thing, and I will again the 25% I will accumulate. So the 75%, the only the 25% is I booked here, and the remaining 75% I bought it here. So the 25% I booked the profit here means the remaining 75% only I will hold the positions to the target. If otherwise, if it reached this one again, according to this price action and my psychology, so I can book another 25% also here. Because why I'm expecting that if it breaks the high also, if it is in the formation of the 5-way structure, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 means it will immediately come to the downside, because my target is 118 to break. But in the bigger way, see, always we need to look in the left of the chart. Don't bias on such a thing only if it has to break this, and this is the W, this is the X, A is already completed, B and C has to break 118.66. and one video I already explained that if it breaks the high, and if it is not broken this 118.66, and if it is coming like such a thing in the 3-way structure, there is a still chances for making a bigger triangle. So until this is valid, so A, B, C, D, and later onwards what we expected, and it won't come, and it will shoot to the downside. So whether it is going to break the 118.6, it's not a mark. You just note it down. What I am expecting, this is the way to break this 118.66 also in the formation of the regular flat correction. Because this we make it as a ABC, ABC is a B, and C on the such a W thing, and X can be a triangle if it is not broken this 118.66, but if it breaks the high also, then that is the X. So it could be a triangle or it could be a flat correction. So once it broken the previous high of 115.33, need to book the profit. Don't wait for 118 to break. Let's allow to complete the structure here. So this is my view. as of now in UJ. So let's move on to use USD Chef. Here one education part I need to explain here. How I am looking the price action and how to trade. And I already informed that once it broken this, I have already booked the profit and exited my position, right? I already informed that because this is a B, C, A, B, C. So it's looking like A, B, and C. So this impulsive wave, we can make it this as a blue. This is the connection part, and it is already got completed. So one A, B, C, and this is the impulsive wave to the downside. So we can make it this as a red, and this is the connecting part, and one impulsive wave. It could be the 5-way structure to break this low. That is my view. But I exited my position, but I didn't short this position. You have to understand, I booked the profit and exited my position, but not fresh sell. Because if we expecting such a thing to break this, and it's a correction part, and this is the impulsive, this is the correction, and one more impulsive to the downside, that is not a it's not a bad thing, but we must place a stop loss here if you are in the fresh sell, or if you are going to sell, you need to place a stop loss here, not here, because we are expecting 1 2 3 4 5. Otherwise it's a B or C, whatever you can do it. This is the stop loss. Why I'm keeping the stop loss for this pattern is, what we are doing here, looking for this target. I will show you that it won't do such a kind. It's another possibility. I will just remove this. Generally you can understand what I'm trying to explain. See, that is the beauty of the Elliott wave, and that's the correlation with the price action. Yeah. Now see, this is in one impulsive wave, right, to the downside, and this is the impulsive wave to the bullish. Yeah, this is the bullish. So later on, what this is a 1 2 3. So we can make it this as a green color, this as a green color. So one impulsive got completed, and what we expected is everything is dead, and we are expecting to the downside to break this low, but the market will do such a thing. It can break this also. So our stop loss got triggered, hit. It's not a trigger, it's hit, and it is going to like such a kind, and everybody will buy here because it's already broken. Then later onwards it will do again one impulsive way to the downside. We can make it this as a red. So what kind of price action it is doing here? Here we have to look at such a thing. We can make it as another yellow or mustard. We can do it. See, this is A, this is the B, and this is the C, and this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. This is a complete C, 5-way structure. So here A, B, C is got completed, and after that, one second, yeah, now this one, it's looking like a impulsive where the 5-way structure is got completed, and again it is keep shooting, means this is a ABC is a A, so the whole thing will become a B. So ABC is a A, ABC is a B, and C. So this is A, this is the B, and this is the C. So you understand now. So this is the A, this is the B, this is the C. At least you can make it this as if it is a W, this is the X, means one more low is also possible, not to break this, and immediately it can shoot like such a thing. That is also valid. So here is a W, this is the X, this is a Y. So then this is the A, this is the B, and see whether it is going to break or not. If it is broke this high, then that will be an impulsive wave to the downside, and again one more high is also possible. But if it didn't break the high, again such a thing, there is a lot of chances again to break this low. So these are all that we have to come to the conclusion what are the B wave structure, X wave structure it's doing. We have to think about always to contrarian to your wave count. Don't stick to your count. Always there is a lot of structures it's to create. It's anything is possible. Otherwise what it will do, again it won't break this. From here it can shoot without doing this such also. So then this will become 1, this will become a 2, so 3, 4 and 5, and it will reach my target of 1. So that is also possible. But in this you have to understand, this is the bullish price action, it's there. No need to sell this pair. Whether we need to average from here, making this as a stop loss. You have to enter anywhere in the buy, but making this that is according to your risk reward and according to your capital you have to do. So anywhere you can enter, but this is the stop loss. If you are making this as a stop loss, if you are making this as a stop loss, so I have explained several possibilities. It can hit your stop loss and then again it can be in bounce for the bullish. So either this is the 1, this is the 2, 3 can bounce from here also, and you may lose all the profits here what you are expected from this bottom also. But not sell is advised. Only in buy side, making this, and my target is 1 is my target. Lot of possibilities there, how I explained here. So let's move on to next. USD CAD finished, UJ is finished, UHF, and then we can move to the Australian dollar. So here what I expected, right? It's already reached the major support zone. So at least something we are expecting to bounce to reach this broken zone. The major support zone of 7.2 can reach, I think so, in 3-way structure. And what I shorted here, I already booked the profit, and I expected in the previous also it can do such a thing. I expected and I have explained. And if it is comes here, only we need to sell, right? So I book my profits and only the partial. Still I am having in sell. I book only partial because I am allowing to make such a kind of structure, and that will become 1, 2. So then 3. It could be bigger, 4 and 5 to break the previous low. That is my target. And now this week I am expecting such a thing, and later onwards it can be changed anything, but it is not in bullish. I am expecting only the bearish. As of now, my view is like such a thing, but it can be changed later onwards. How I explain the USD chef. As of now, I got only this such an idea. Later onwards, according to the price action it is doing here, if it is a overlapping, I will stick to my, and what I booked the profit at the 7020, I will accumulate the sell here. And some technicals we have to do follow. See, this is the correction part and this is the trend line. So if it is retested this and the previous major support zone, now it is become a resistance, so we have to wait for such a thing, and we need to take a sell position with the stop loss of this what you are entering here. The positions should be covered by this. How to take a risk such as here, this portion will be your risk and reward is more than what you are expecting. So this is my view. So whether the 1 2 3 4 5 is got completed, A and B is also completed, so we are in the C wave 1 is already dead, I think so, or still it is going to the downside, no idea, it can be, but I'm expecting something bounce. So let's move on to New Zealand dollar. here it looks like one same thing what I have already booked the profit here, and again it aggressive bounce, and what I expected here, and I already placed that sell limit here at 6980. I placed my sell limit. Yeah, not here, it's here. Yeah, I already placed it here 7980, but again it's broken the low. No worries, it can be here also, but still the same thing, I'm having a sell position still. And see, and Australian dollar is entirely different structure, and it is this is the entirely structure is different. So in this ABC is a ABC is a B, and we are looking for the C as a W, and X, Y, X, Z also you can make it, or this could be the W, this could be the X beyond the A, and B after that C can do B. See, everything it is valid, but only the sell. I'm looking only for the sell. That's it. Simple. Making this as a stop loss. We can convert this as a connecting wave. So this already it did here. So one more three-way structure can happen, and again one more low to break the previous corona drop. That is my target. So in the bigger picture, I have shown several times. This is the ABC is a W, and this is the running flat. I am expecting to break this for the Y wave. So this is the W, this is the X. I am looking for that again. Once that's completed, the bullish. So this ABC is a connecting wave, and we are in the downtrend for the Y wave. So Y wave contains of three-way structures. It's a ABC. So whether this is the A, that means in the conditions of the leading diagonal pattern, I will come to the point. Whether this is a ABC is a 1, ABC is a 2, ABC is 3, ABC is a 4, ABC is a 5. So this could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings is got completed. So that could be a leading diagonal. Later onwards, after the three-way structure, once it reached here, maybe here also, again 7080 is also possible. Then I'm expecting only to do the downside. So once this is the B processing will be a very overlapping and then complicated, then I'm expecting the C way to the downside. Otherwise, if this is all this is a W, this is the X, this is the A, B means that is the only C. Otherwise, if it is the W, this is the X, A means contains of five-way structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be A, after that B and C. See, it will be changed in lot of possibilities, but that trend is in sell. That's it. Simple. We can make it as a W. This could be the X, A, B, and C. Or if we make it this as a W, this as a X, this as a A contains of five-way structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. So this could be the A. Later on, so one bigger B, and then C. It can change and it will convert lot of structures. So let's wait for this to complete. But in sell, I already booked the profit, so I'm waiting for to accumulate on the to that 69 9, yeah, here 6980. Let's wait. See, don't wait for that. I just simply place that 6980, but it could be missed by 1 pip or 2 pip like that. But you have to watch, because something spikes can happen to reach this zone, and again I may miss out. That is why I have placed that sell limit. And if I'm in front of the system, I keep watching that. If it is near to that, nearly 20 to 30 pips also, I can enter the trade, not waiting for this zone, because I no need to lose my profit here. For this such a kind what I accumulated and what I booked the profit here, I need to again accumulate. I need to again build the sell positions. So let's see the watch list, because the 2 times I have missed the watch list to see, and last time I missed the Bitcoin. So USD JPY, USD CAD, USD JPY, so everything it is finished now. So we will move on to the minor cross currencies. So AUD JPY. So here I no need to explain several times, right? Because once the trend is got ended here and beyond the downtrend, or still one more high is possible only if it breaks the high. Only if it breaks the high, there is a lot of opportunity to reach the 92 also. But if it is again and again struggling to break this, means it is in the downtrend and it is already the completed the WXYXZ. That's the thing. Here it's already ended, or it is, I have explained that, you just go through my previous also, so no need to again and again to waste the time here to view, right? So next is CAD JPY, the same structure also in this also. So whether it is already completed the fifth wave or it is still there and one more high is also possible. Same thing, only if it breaks the high, otherwise in the smaller time frame, if it is doing that higher high, you can make it this as a stop loss and then you can go. Otherwise, if it is bounce from here, you can make such a where it bounce and you can have to make that as a stop loss and looking for the target if it is going in the buy side. But once it's already broken the high, means we are expecting the irregular flat formation and it is the reversal also. And because it's already broken the high, so this could be ABC is got completed here itself, and it is in the perfect channel also here, and it is taking the support now. But whether the bounce is bullish or bearish, that we have to watch here. So let's move on to Euro New Zealand, my tested patience tested pair. This one, 7 months I'm waiting for this. But from here, right, I have already explained this, whether it can bounce and then one more low is also possible. Why I have explained means this got a different structure and we can make it as anything that is shown here is a valid. If we make it this as a 1 2 3 4 5, so from here it can bounce. So this is the A in the wedge formation, this is the B and C. So the C is also contains of whether it is in the channel formation or it could be the ending diagonal formation. It's a little bit what I expected from here, bounce. If it is the ending diagonal, right, and it is did the 5-way structure and again it bounced. So this bounce, whether it is trapping the retailer trader in the buy side, going to the sell, or see we have to wait, because once if it breaks the high only, then if I'm very confident, then only I will look this pair to enter in the buy, not in sell. Because from here also, and I have my positional target is to reach this 2.1. My target is 2.1. It has a chances, I already explained that, but something, some view is missing for me. It confused me. So whether this is the 5-way structure or this could be the, see, whether this is the A, this is the B. So C contains a 5-way structure from here. Whether this is the W, this is the X. So Y-way contains of the 3-way structure. So this is the 3-way structure. If this is the 3-way structure, right? And this is the connecting wave. It can do like such a thing. Otherwise, see, I will show you that in the shorter time frame, because that is got a 5-way structure, right? This got a 5-way structure. So if this is the complete of the structure in the diagonal formation or whatever it is, if this is the fresh 5 ways, again it can be like such a thing. So this will become A, this will become ABCB, and one more low to break such a thing, and one more high is also possible. So then only we have to come to a conclusion, okay, this is the end of the trend. And one thing I'm missing here, whether this is the ABC is the A, so here it's an impulsive wave. After the 3-way structure, it can be one more low and one more high. So then this will become a structure for such a impulsive wave. Here ABC is the A and one more low is also possible. One second, yeah. So here also I found a lot of possibilities. That is why I'm not able to trade and I'm not explaining here. One second, yeah. Here it's one more 3-way structure, right? It is not yet broken this high. Then there is a chances for that this impulsive wave to happen here. So once this is a ABC, this is a ABC, later onwards the ABC or whatever it is, so this will become the connecting wave for this impulsive way to the downside, and one more impulsive way to the downside is possible. That is why I'm not in mind to take that trade. We can expect and we can uh, uh, think the possibilities, lot of possibilities, but we can't trade such a in a mindset. That is why I have already did and I have already placed the stop loss, because this move of 7 months got confused me. So let's wait for this. See, while I'm in the out of the trade means it is not going to come to this side. I may missed out also. If it is bounced from here, I may missed out the trade. But let's wait, because it won't do such a thing, right? It won't do such a thing. But if it is doing means can't say anything. I may missed out. So I'm expecting such a thing. So let's wait for this to confirm, because I'm sure about this, because this is the same impulsive wave it's down did here. So from here also it has to bounce, but it is failed, and it did a three-way structure, and again one more five-way structure. It's a, so if it is a five-way structure, this is the impulsive wave. The start of this is the impulsive wave. So if you want to take a risk, we can make it this as a stop loss and wait for this to again one more here. Once the 1 2 3 4 5 is got completed, so this is a 1 2 3 4 5, and this is a 1 2 3 4 5. So here it could be the triangle. So 1 2, so 3 4 and 5. So once the 5-way structure is got completed, again we may get a deeper correction to reach this zone. If it did like such a thing, I will be in buy side making this, and I need to take a risk at least for that 300 pips. Then only I can enter the trade in the buy section to reach that 2.1 as my target. So this is my view in EN. So next we can move for, I think we can see the watch list. Yeah, US30. Can move it from here also. So here is the two ideas, and I have changed the wave count. You have to watch this from here. 1 2 previous what I did here, it's a, here is the third, here is the fourth, and here is the third is got completed, and we are in that fourth, and fifth is got completed. So I'm expecting such a thing of 1 2 3. So we are in that fourth wave, and the previous I did mark this as a fourth, and this could be the end of the third. So we are in that fourth wave. So anything is possible here, but whether this is the end of the fourth and we already finished the fifth wave means it is it's not like that, because I have already explained this, the wave 1 wave 2, and I'm expecting making this as a stop loss and looking for that fifth wave, 5-way structure in the fifth wave, like a, such a thing at least nearly 50% of this move can happen here in the 5-way structure. But now see 1 2 3 4 5, so this is the end of the third, so this could be the end of the fourth, so here is the end of the third, and here is the end of this third, and we are in the fourth wave. So we making this as a stop loss, and again it can do such a thing, and again it can bounce, means this could be the fourth wave. So it's a very hard to trade now in the buy. It is not yet confirmed, I think so. And here also it looks like CW, X, A, B and C, and after this it's looking like a 5-way structure here, 1 2 3 4 and 5. But if we kept this but because here it's a three-way structure. Note this is a five-way structure. So this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. So that means here it's a 1 2 3 means this could be the A, so here it's a B or C, or it could be a W, this could be the X, so A, B and C. So what it is doing means whether this could be the what I changed my wave contract, this could be the third, here it's a fourth, yeah, one second, third, fourth and fifth, this is the third, whether this is the end of the fourth and this could be the third means if it is a bigger and once again I need to explain this, the third wave length exactly beyond the 23.6 and the previous major support zone. So whether this is the end of the trend or it could make a triangle here for the fourth, or it could be a regular flat correction and it can reach the 38.2 retracement. Later onwards it can bounce for the fifth wave. So these are all the views in US30. So approximately if we draw the line from the third wave here, but it is already, it is not that accepting the channel here, I no need to force this here, but this is, it looks like something valid for me. So 1 2 3 4 and 5, and if it is reached the 38 point zone, this is also valid, I think so. So next we can move it for what else. One second, I can close this. Yeah, US30. Now the Bitcoin. Last week I didn't done that Bitcoin because I forgot. So now we will move on to BTC. Yes, here what it is, what I expected, the fifth wave. That is the thing we need to understand. What I expected from here, it could be the third wave and fifth wave. So and I already got a hit, stop loss hit, I think so. I have already informed out because I didn't done the last week. I make it as a this as a stop loss here, 55,000 here, and I am in the buy side, but I didn't book the profit, and it is already hit my stop loss, and again it is coming to the downside. So that means the fourth wave is already got completed here itself or here. So somewhat that is why in the trading the fifth wave is enter, it's a very difficult. We expecting such a thing in the 5-way structure here, but it is failed. So A, B, C, D, E or C, when the fourth wave, we will just clearly see in here. It is somewhat 1 2 3 4 5 and again one more high is all, it's already did. So how we have to count here, whether this is a 1 2, so this is the end of the third, fourth and fifth, what we did here, the third. So the fourth wave, where we the fourth wave got ended and it's already broken the previous high. So whether it is already, one second, it's a little bit slow, my net connection. So it's very already the completed the fifth wave in the wedge formation, such a thing here, and beyond the downtrend. Otherwise, if it is the wave 1 2 3 4 and 5, so this is the A, B, C. So still the fourth wave is still ahead, A, B, C. So this becomes, the whole thing becomes A, B, C here in the three-way structure. So this is still the fourth wave is still ahead, means this kind of impulsive can happen to reach this zone of 40,800 again. So once the fourth wave is got completed, one more high is also possible. See, what I did is here, it's this is the end of the fourth wave and I'm expecting the 5-way structure to the high nearly after the third wave, this third wave here, and I'm expecting the fourth wave, but here itself the fourth wave is not yet completed. Still we are in that fourth wave, it seems. So what we have to do here is, once it reached this zone of 40,000, 41,900 or 40,800, again we need to buy with the stop loss of this, if you have to take a risk. Because what I did here, whether it could be, see, if it is the end of the third wave, we are expecting the fourth wave, bigger fourth wave. So anyway, one high is also there, still ahead for the 80,000 to 85,000. So let's wait for this two pattern complete. Wait and watch, then enter if you get a clear picture. So let's move on to, we will finish gold. And gold I have already shared my view. So it is in that same thing, and I already booked the profit at 1794. What I did, that's 1877, the exact high, and I'll nearly booked that 77 plus 6, $83. I booked the profit and I exited, because I'm expecting again to reach the 1835 where I exited. But now it seems like 1810 is the major resistance zone so far here, and I already informed, and I have already did a chart also in that, and I have informed here. I think, yeah, gold, the same plan, nothing changed here, that bitch formation, and I'm expecting such a thing. So I already explained this thing. Okay, again I will explain if you are a new watcher here. See what I'm expecting, why it will reach this zone again, 1875. I will explain. This is also the one educational what educational chart, you can make it as such. See what I have informed, this is invalidation, right? Is for the triangle. So if it breaks the high, and it will do like such a thing, three-way structure, it's valid. So how it is valid? This is the A or W, I mentioned that. This is the whether X or this is the X. So if it is a A, this will become the B. After the five-way structure C, it's broken this, our stop loss or whatever it is here, here, and this is also valid. So here this thing is A or X, W, this is the B or X. So this impulsive can happen here or here. It can break this also. So this becomes A, this is the B, or see, this is the W or X. So this is the A, so this is the B and C, and here it's a bigger W X Y. So this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. If you understand this, or if it is not broken this high, only if it breaks this high, it's also valid. So we have to A, B, C is now here, and later onwards D and E. So there is a bigger correction can happen. So this are two possibility I have explained, right? So now what is the another possibility? It can be here also, it can be ended. So A, B, C is already dead. So we are on the D wave. So that means the five-way structure is got completed. After the three-way structure, one more impulsive not to break this. So then A, B, C, D, and we have to wait for the E to complete this B way as a triangle, and one more C way to the downside. So fourth possibilities. What is the fourth possibilities? See, there is a lot of possibilities. What we have to do is only in sell side. That's it. Simple. Wherever the sell possibilities is there, we need to sell. We need to apply what you learned. So if it is doing here, what we will thought here, okay, we will confirm this trade and it will bounce from here. So we will catch this E wave. That is in your mind, making as a triangle. But if it came down here, what we will do? You will get panicked. Oh, what we thought it's a triangle and it is not doing the triangle. So there is no compulsory the market has to move according to your view. So what it is doing, so that means it will after hit your fresh sell, and you will get panic, and you will again enter in the mid of that trade, and you are looking for the 1375. It will do such a thing. So what it is doing, so this will become W, this is the X, this is the Y, and then this is the A, this is the B and C. See, everything is valid in Elliott wave. The thing is, the Elliott wave is not a wrong. The person who is trading with the Elliott wave, that is the wrong person. It's not a wrong person, it's a the view is getting wrong. We need to think all the possibilities. Theory never gets failed. Those who applying is the failed person. So before that, see, the A is got completed. We need to understand the B. So what is the B wave can do? Triangle, irregular flat, regular flat. That's it. So if it did like this is a flat correction. If it did like this is a triangle. So if it did it like this is the irregular flat. Simple. If you understand the deeply the Elliott waves. That's it. Simple. But what is my target? What is our destination? Destination is already fixed for me. 1375 to 1450. That is that it has to reach. But before that, lot of confusions will take here, and it will took all the buyers inside here, and then it will come such a thing here, either in the 5-way structure or it could be in the 3-way structure. The target is fixed, the destination fixed. But before that, there is a lot of roadblocks, and it will divert your destination path. But even though the destination is fixed, it will reach here, but the time will delay. That's the thing. So silver, here it's waiting for 1 second. Silver in 1 second. Yeah, this is my 4 hour. Yeah, see whether this is the end of the A, B, and we are looking for the C. Otherwise, what we expected here, it's still there, it's still valid, but it's looking like an impulsive wave to the downside. So wait for that second wave to complete. How I am expecting that 1810 to reach in the gold, like that. Wait for the 2024 to reach in the 3-way structure, and we have to sell this pair with the stop loss of here. This is a strict stop loss 25 400, and if you enter at 24, the target is fixed for that $16 to $17. That's the thing. It's a, this is a B, one more C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So once this part is completed and the nearly $16, and the gold, if it reached that 1350 to 1375 or 1400, then it will shoot whether it is going to break this 11.665 is also valid. Otherwise, if it reached in the zone of 16 or 17, and it can bounce from here also, it depends upon that gold. But sometimes you have to understand the gold, it didn't came so aggressive, but silver did a new low, the previous low it did. But in gold, it is not yet broken the low. So we have to understand the silver is a very volatility. It can break this also, that is also valid in my another wave count. And if it is bounced from here, that is also valid, but the target is fixed for me. Nearly it has to break the previous high of $49, 49 or 50, whatever it is. Yeah, 49,870 to break. So these are the accumulation zone. Whether this is the A, so A, B, C is already dead, and we are in that one more way to the $10 or 11.66 to break, or this is the fresh 5-way and we are in the correction part of the B and C can break the above the high. And my view is same. W, whether this is the W, X, Y is already here, it is going, or this already, this is the X is already completed here and we are in that Y way to break, but the destination is fixed for above the $51. So what will reach that? No idea. So any other Omicron will do? No idea, but something has to happen. If it reached that dollar DXY is going to that 103 to break, and gold has to reach the 1350, and silver it is going to reach the 1165 or this 18 or 16, and once it reached EU, GU, AU in the low to the C, and everything it should be to the moon next year, whether it is 2022 or 2023. It's something is going to happen. Technical says, but the fundamental need to do. So that is the market needs newses. It will stick. How I expected the Nifty will break to that 7,500. My target was 6,500, but it almost reached the 7,500 at the time of 12,400. I said, but the corona brings that. So we don't know anything what it will do the market, but something the news will come and the market will catch that, and that will digest this and it will reach the target, and once then it will bounce. So this is what happening from the previous. I saw a lot of things, such a things. So market will react first itself, and the news came to the next, and it will market will catch that news, and it will reach my target, reach our target. So next is US oil. That is also the same pattern what we are looking for, that US30, the crude and US 30 and Nifty and the stocks is correlated to the everything. So 1 2 3 4 5 is already got completed, and I kept this as a A, this is a B, and we are in the C way. So C way contains of 5-way structures. The one is completed and second, so this is the stop loss for this, exactly bounce from there. So what it is going to do, this is the stop loss. See, this is the stop loss. So A is dead, B is dead, 1 2 3, and if we kept this as a stop loss, see this is the financial market, and we all have to accept everything. See, it is below the 618. So whether, see, I'm keep questioning yourself and for myself also. If we kept this as a stop loss, lot of big institutions know where the retailers will put the stop loss. What they will do, it will hit your stop loss, maybe little bit exertion, so it will trigger all the sellers, and later onwards it can bounce. So even though the invalidation for this count is invalidation point, so whether this is the A, B and C, so whether this is the A and B and C, so later onwards this is the C, so this becomes A, B, C, so this is the B. You have to understand the concept behind. So A, B and then C to reach that $110. This invalidation, it's only for this wave count, not the structure. Because once the 1 2 3 4 5-way structure is got completed, I'm expecting a 3-way structure. One second. Yeah, I'm expecting the 3-way structure to reach this zone, but it never came, and even though it is already broken the previous high, then that is looking like a, see, I have already did as a 5-wave counter, but this could be a wrong also. I'm keep on saying, don't focus in the counts, don't focus in the count, it will be just only for the hints. Whether this could be A, B and C also, right? It could be A, B, C. This is the A, B, C. Later onwards, this all the thing become ABC or whatever it is, one five structure, it will hit all the stop loss. And if it reach this, then how will you label this? After the 5-way structure, 1 2 3 4 5-way structure is gone completed, and it is not that expanding ending diagonal, because this is not bigger than this. This is a smaller, this is the bigger one, so we can't come to the conclusion is the expanding ending diagonal. So 1 2 3 4 5, later onwards this is the fourth, and 5 1 2, so 3, so 3 is ended here, means if we come to conclusion 1 2 3 4 5, it should be here how we calculate 1 2 3 4 5, it should be the fifth way should be the smaller than the third wave. Here it is not smaller, it's bigger. Otherwise it should be bigger than the wave 1, and it can be bigger than the wave 3, the fifth wave. So for me it seems like it can hit your stop losses and it can bounce from here also. So then this whole thing becomes an irregular flat formation, expanded flat, and this is the 5-way structure A. So B, later onwards the 5-way structures to reach the $110. This is my view in crude. So what else we have to do is, I think the final one is copper, right? And we can close this. We will move on to the copper. So one 3-way structure is got completed, 1 2 3. So A, W, this is X, A, B and C. So the one impulsive way to the downside in the 3-way structure is got completed. Later onwards also A, B and C is got completed. So now the impulsive way to the downside, it's already started, and here also it looks like impulsive, and here also it looks like a 3-way structure. So I'm expecting it can break the previous high and the previous resistance zone. Later onwards I'm expecting this thing. We expecting this, but it will do different. So what is the different? It can again break this low, and it will break, sorry, it will bounce from here. Later onwards it will do like such a thing. So then this will become an irregular flat formation, 1 2, or this could be A or B and C. And if it reached here, for everything it is an example, and again if it did like such a thing, what we did, the W X A B C Y, and it has to shoot for that again the 3-way structure, right? But why it is doing like a thing? So 1 2 3 4 5 is A. So later onwards this is the B. So the once again it that broken zone can retested, and later onwards the C. So this is a W X A B C Y, or it could be the W X. It here itself it can finish one more 3-way structure, and one more Z is also be available. So it can do, but only sell. We have to place the stop loss here, the bigger, not here. I'm not sure about to placing the stop loss here. I'm not so sure, because even though it is a 5-way structure, let's wait, you can do that, but here and here it is not much different. So better to place the stop loss of invalidation. It can be anything apart from my knowledge also. So this is my view. So hope you enjoyed, and I already covered a lot of things with educational part. So don't follow me blindly. So hope you enjoyed, and have a nice wonderful weekend to everybody, and we will see you in the next week same time. Until this, NMK Vijay, bye for everybody.